All right, hello everybody. Welcome to lesson 4.1, video 1, saving versus investing. In this lesson, we are going to talk about what saving is, what investing is, and what the difference is between the two. So to start off, you can go to page 3 of your student notes for lesson 4.1 and answer this question. What does it mean to be wealthy? During this unit, we're going to be talking a lot about wealth, what that means to you, and how you can build it. So this definition might change over time. For right now, I want you to take a minute and just write down in I think 25 words or less, what does it mean to be wealthy? What does that mean to you? All right, so let's talk about what saving and investing mean. Saving is money that is set aside to be spent at a later time. And if you look on page 4 of your notes, you should see space for you to write in these definitions in your own word. So when you're saving money, you are setting that aside to spend later, and that might be for something specific based on a smart savings goal that you have, or it might be an emergency fund that you are setting aside just in case something happens. Investing, on the other hand, is when you are purchasing something that we're going to call an asset with the expectation that it will earn a profit in the future. So when you're investing your money, you are actually spending money so that you can make more money. So if you've ever heard about your money making money, that's when people are talking about investing. So if you look on page 5 of your notes, you should see this Venn diagram, and we're going to be comparing saving, investing, and then both. So over in this blue oval, you're going to write all of the little things that have to do with saving and just saving. In this purple oval, you're going to write the things that are just true for investing, so only true for investing, not saving, and then in the middle for both. And I'm going to give you a minute to fill in what you know, and then we're going to go over it. All right, so for saving, it is a way to store money somewhere to avoid spending it now. The original amount is always available unless it's stolen, lost, or destroyed, and it is insured if it's kept in a bank account. Investing, on the other hand, is you are using money with the expectation that it will make a profit. So for example, you might purchase a stock, which is a share of a company, a rental property, a business, something like that, with the expectation that you're going to be able to sell it for a profit in the future. So if you buy it, for example, if you buy a stock, a share of a stock for $10, you're expecting that at some point in the future, you're going to be able to sell it for 20. Not all investments are insured, which means that there isn't a guarantee that the original amount will be available if the value of that investment drops. The only exception to that would be a bank account. So if you have a savings account or a checking account, some checking accounts, most savings accounts, you're able to earn interest on that. So that's a way that your money is going to be making some more money for just storing it in that bank account. Some similarities for both of those. It is money that you are planning to use later. You are the one who's maintaining ownership over the money or the asset. And then take a second and think of, are there any other similarities between saving and investing? So in order to invest your money, you have to have some. So here we have 5 different sources of income for teens. You're going to come up with 1 to 3 other sources that you could use to earn extra income. So that could be allowance, babysitting, selling something, gift money, earned interest, and then you are going to think of some other examples. What are some other ways that teens can earn money, or ways that you do earn money? All right, let's go over some millionaire myths. So is it true or false? Millionaires usually work in sports, entertainment, or lead gigantic Fortune 500 companies. Do you think that's true or false? And that is false. Athletes and entertainers are notorious for squandering their money until they're broke. And actually, half of all millionaires are self-employed or own a business. And you've got the source there. Millionaire myth number 2. Is it true or false? Millionaires made their fortunes the easy way by inheriting it. Do you think that's true or false? That is also false. Only 20% of millionaires inherited part of their money, and half of those inherited less than 10% of their assets. And in fact, 76% of millionaires said smart investing is one of the top 3 factors contributing to their financial success. The other 2 critical elements are hard work and education. And there's that source again. Millionaire myth number 3, is this true or false? Millionaires spend a lot of time managing their finances and trading stocks. Do you think that is true or false? That is false. Most spend less than 6 minutes per day on finances. They're too busy making more money to invest, and they invest for the long term. So about 75% buy and hold stocks for more than 5 years, and nearly 40% hold them for 10 years or more. So when they're investing that money, they are really committed to investing for the long term. The longer that you hold a stock, generally the more money you're going to make and profit. Millionaire myth number 4, is it true or false? Millionaires spend tons of money on cars, boats, and other luxury items. That is also false. Wealth is not what you make, it's what you keep. So true millionaires focus on acquiring assets that will make them money, like real estate, investments, and their businesses. That's why a lot of them drive Fords and Toyotas. And the last millionaire myth, true or false? Millionaires never have to worry about having enough money. Do you think that is true or false? That is false. Nearly 42% of millionaires still don't feel wealthy. They say they need investing assets of $7.5 million to feel truly wealthy and stop worrying. The more you have, the more you seem to need to feel financially secure. All right, so let's look at 3 ways to build wealth. And these are sort of the 3 foundational ways of building wealth. So the first one is make enough money to cover essential expenses and have something left to save and invest. The second is have a plan to save and use part of your income to invest. And then the last is invest to put that money to work for you. Windfalls. So when we are talking about windfalls, we're talking about times when you have an increase in money. If you do have a windfall, the recommendation, or like the financially smart choice to make, is to use that money to invest, save and invest any sort of extra money that you have. So if you look on your student notes, page 7, there's a little activity that you can do on your windfalls and what you can do with that. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about here together is just saving and how it's related to borrowing. So saving and borrowers are just sort of 2 sides of the same coin. Both are going to be either earning or paying interest. So if you have money in a savings account, you are earning interest, and that interest is being earned because the bank lends out that money. So you still have access to it. If you put $500 in a savings account, you can take out $500 at any time. However, the bank's going to use that money to lend out to other people, and the bank has enough money at any given time that they can still give you the 500. But because they're lending that money out to other people, they're giving you a cut of the interest that they are charging that person, the person who is borrowing. So the borrower is paying interest to that credit union or the bank, and then that bank is paying that interest back to you.